Hey folks, it's Kit, your DM here. Just a quick announcement. Because of some health concerns and some hearing impairments, Vicky has decided that she needs to step away from the show. But Alviva's story is not over, and we have brought in my friend Alexi Peppers to take over the role of Alviva. Say hi, Alexi.
Hi.
Yeah, we thank you for your patience, and on with the show.
Also, Rio's still a character?
Also, Rio's still here.
Also, Rio's still here.
Rio is going to continue to be here. We can't really get rid of Rio at this point.
You've befriended me, it is too late.
They've drawn too many hot monsters at this point.
We fed them, and now they'll never leave us alone.
At least one of you, I know where you live.
Crown Prince Maximilian Lucius Regulus Volcarin of the Vidoni Commonwealth. So, we're going to pick up at the exact moment he said that, because that's where we left off. And as in that moment of silence between him saying that and your guys' reaction, Alviva pops back in.
Ah.
Am I still in my cacophony outfit? Because I honestly can't remember.
No, you changed back into Win.
Okay.
And then you just, like, straight up walked him and it's like, are you a secret prince?
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Okay, thank you. In that case, Win kind of looks towards Alviva and goes, hey, you're back.
Yeah.
Any bruises or flowers this time?
I don't know. I feel my face. I'm like, nose, yeah. Ears, yes.
Good job.
Seems fine. Last I remember, I think you were falling on your ass in a swamp.
Oh, yeah, that was a while back.
Cool.
You missed a lot.
You notice that Alviva seems a little skinnier and a little less buff than last time you saw her, but her hair is really shiny.
Your hair looks amazing. Have you started doing that oil treatment I told you about?
I have no idea what I've been doing, really.
I'm going to decide that you were doing that oil treatment I told you about.
Nice. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So it feels softer, actually. I didn't know it could feel soft like that.
Win reaches out to gently touch Alviva's hair. After a moment, she kind of nods and goes, it does feel soft. I think you were doing the oil treatment.
Huh.
Anyway, we just found out he's the crown prince, and I think Jilliana's into their state of shock.
Okay.
Yeah, Juliana's in a complete daze at this point. Like, I don't think she's even registered Alviva. She's just fucking staring.
Max is starting to get uncomfortable under the staring.
Maximilian,
Yes, Artie.
how could you not tell me? Like, how could you let me find out like this?
Just slowly turns and looks at you. Doesn't say anything.
Alviva, I can't remember. Do you know these two?
Everything's pretty confusing.
All right, don't worry about it. You'll figure them out eventually.
Everything's been pretty confusing for, like, months.
Oh, can you take off your ring yet? I don't know if that happened yet.
I try.
Can't get it off.
Oh, well.
Nope.
We'll figure it out someday.
Yeah, just don't hand me anything important, I guess. Like a baby.
God, definitely don't hand Alviva a baby.
I don't know what would happen, but it's too much responsibility for me to handle right now.
Anyway, let's watch this drama and prepare to not be part of it.
Yeah.
Wynn casually folds her arms and just kind of watches the other three.
I'm just looking around. I mean, a lot has probably at least somewhat changed since I've been popping in and out in bits. Everything's been quite confusing.
The ship appears to be in some kind of big underground tunnel, but that can't possibly be right.
No. More things that don't make sense. That's fine. I have sometimes seen this dog wolf man, so sure, he's a prince. Whatever. I don't see how it affects me right now, so, you know.
Oh, that does not sound good.
I think Jilliana's gone insane.
Artie takes a step back.
Max also takes a step back.
Wynn scratches her armpit.
Sure! Fine, sure, fine. No, that's great. That's cool. That's totally that's awesome. Actually, that's totally great. No, this is good. A secret prince. You know, I've only spent weeks trying to figure out what the hell this asshole's been hiding. Because it's obvious been something, but oh no, not a secret prince. Couldn't have guessed a secret prince. No. But I mean, why wouldn't? How could I have missed that one? No, of course. No, I mean, tall, handsome, charming. Yeah, no. What about that? It doesn't add up to prince. This is great.
Thank you for calling me handsome.
She also called you charming. Since when?
Yeah, but people call me that all the time. Usually angry about it, like she is.
Fair.
You are incredibly handsome,
Thank you, Artie.
but too tall.
I mean, I've only been trying to figure out, like, maybe it's me that. Here I was thinking it was going to be something that I would have to actually be concerned about, gonna stab us in the back, or I don't know, grift or something, but not this.
So it's good news.
If we had to be concerned about every grift, I wouldn't be on this ship.
You're a known quantity.
Fair. Okay.
I mean,
understandable.
Most of us do the stabby thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Also, I would argue that Prince is more worrisome than a grift, I suppose.
Well, we shouldn't say that.
Are you a prince too?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we have like 2 princes on board.
Yeah.
That is actually
Confirmed.
awesome.
Confirmed for Prince.
Definitely confirmed for Prince. I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't. I'm done. Actually, I'm done. And she holds up her hands. I can't deal with this right now. I'm done. She just turns on a heel and just starts marching away.
Max is just kind of standing there going, is she okay?
No.
Okay.
So do we follow her or like?
I would give her about 5 minutes to go from angry to embarrassed, and then we'll follow.
Cool.
At this point, Juliana basically just vaults over the side of the ship and just falls down to the hull.
Are you going to that spot by the feeties?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna... You might hear some muffled screaming.
Max,
Yeah.
can you go to Finn and get some hot chocolate for me?
Sure. Hang on. And he just kind of goes below decks.
Thanks.
You can hear muffled laughing from the cockpit.
Is it Kara there?
It's Kara.
I forget, did we give the sword to the captain yet?
To Finn.
To Finn? Alright.
Yeah, you gave the sword to Finn, and he stashed it in the kitchen.
Alright.
All right. So Coco, Alviva, I'd send you, but I don't really trust you to not blip away. Artie,
Yes?
can you go get a big fluffy blanket?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes.
The one thing he's qualified to do.
I will try to find the fluffiest.
Thank you.
And it walks away.
Already roll an investigation check.
Oh, sweet. I have a 0 in a net investigation, so 14.
Not a bad roll.
Okay, yeah. You manage to, actually, you think, Jill probably has really fluffy blankets, so you go to her quarters and you do manage to pull, like, the duvet off of her bed and pull it back upstairs. What with your height, it is kind of just, like, trailing behind you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Picking up some dust along the way.
You know what? I may accidentally step on it.
Oh, thanks.
I may
Thanks.
or may not have fallen on the stairs. You don't know what that thump was.
I'm not worried.
Shortly afterwards, Max appears with a steaming mug of cocoa and a look like someone has lectured him.
Thank you. She accepts the cocoa, and when Artie finally arrives after having broken his foot, she takes the blanket and she goes, "All right, Alviva, it's our turn." And she goes to the edge and just steps over and starts walking down that way.
All right, I'll hop off and follow.
So we're going to Jill.
Okay, so you walk along the bottom of the ship towards the back where the ship's landing gear / feeties are, and you spot Jill sulking, having some time to herself.
Hi. I didn't bring anything.
Wynn walks up silently and she offers first the hot cocoa.
Jill doesn't look, but she definitely reaches up to take it.
Hands it off, and then she casually wiggles out the blanket to hopefully get rid of any of that dust, and then drapes it around Jill's shoulders.
Alviva sidles up and, puts a very tentative hand on Juliana's shoulder and does a kind of a patting motion, like you'd soothe a horse. And says, "They're there."
Wynn doublegun fingers Alviva in a very encouraging way.
Alviva tries to wink. Operative word being tries.
Just both eyes.
It's both eyes.
Secret princes don't just happen. That's not a real thing. We've got 8 or 10 books in the wardroom alone that are about secret princes as a plot device. That's asinine.
And yet we have 2 of them on board.
No, you don't.
2?
Artie's definitely also a secret prince.
Ugh. Great. You know what? Great. I'm so glad to know that I've been making a complete ass of myself in front of royalty instead of just some hot pirate.
He is also a hot pirate. Also, to be fair, royals suck. Speaking of the experience of someone who's blackmailed a royal.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone can just say they're a prince, right?
Yeah.
It's like someone just decides one day. I'm not sure if it means anything.
Well, I mean, sometimes there's a divine thing involved, but they might be lying about the divine part.
I didn't see a crown. I don't know. Maybe it's all just another grift.
I don't know. Gods are complicated.
So he's like a cleric pirate.
That's a good idea, though. At some point, I should pretend to be a royal. That's a good future plan.
I mean, you could probably carry it off.
I definitely could.
I'm an idiot, aren't I?
No.
Mm-mm.
You're the smartest of the 3 of us.
Oh, definitely.
We're idiots.
I don't think that's true. Just statistically speaking. If I had a sheet in front of me that listed all of my attributes, I don't think I would be the smartest one.
I do think that you're the one with the most common sense, which makes you the smartest when we're on the ground.
Yeah, but what drives me up a wall is that I'm usually pretty okay at that. I can usually get a read on people, and then he keeps zagging on me. I don't know. It's like a puzzle pieces where none of the pieces seem to be from the same puzzle at all, and none of them fit together. And I don't know. That just throws me a lot. I was so braced for it to be something dangerous.
Well, to be fair, we met him at a pirate party where he was, as far as we knew, serving the bad guy. So I think that would be something that would throw off almost anybody's sort of insight, considering I think we were all preparing for some sort of grift.
Yeah, I know, right? And then, he doesn't say anything, and then the next day he shows up in that cabin, and it's just... I just felt like such an idiot.
Well, I feel like I think that's something normal to feel. And then on top of that, I can understand where he's coming from, because I wouldn't want to announce that I was a prince everywhere and get different treatment.
I guess.
I mean, isn't that, as you say, it's asinine, but isn't that exactly why I think 75% of those princes, in fact, don't mention that they're princes because they don't want to be treated like royalty?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, it's probably better. If someone was around all the time talking about how princely they are and this and that,
Oh, that's a good point.
That'd be the worst.
That would be the worst. That would be like if Cacophony were on around 24/7.
Yeah, that'd be kind of intolerable.
You gotta sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta just... take it down a notch.
Ugh.
And now it's a 2-for-1. Pirate and a prince.
Yeah. Pirate Prince.
Yeah. Combo.
Imagine if that were a costume.
You know, you guys really aren't from, like, coast towns, are you? Like,
Nope.
I'm from the woods.
generally speaking, pirates are kind of bad.
In all my stories, they're sexy and attractive.
No, usually they just, you know, knock over merchant ships and then, you know, the whole local economy kind of goes to crap because, and they don't have anything to sell that they were supposed to sell, and then nobody gets paid, and then they just sort of come into town and just sort of trash every local dive.
Yeah.
You lost me at economy.
You remember money?
Yeah.
You know what? Don't worry about it. They screw up everything. Generally, they lie, they cheat, they steal, they use people because they don't give a shit about anybody but themselves. It's kind of a thing.
Funny story. That's exactly what nobles do too.
Well, no wonder he decided to pretend to be a pirate.
Huh.
Ugh.
You know, while Artie isn't hearing most of this, I am incredibly offended for him. No one's talking about me.
Artie has a very highly tuned sense of when people are talking about him. Okay. I think I really don't want to look him in the eye for a while because I did just make an absolute mess of myself again because I'm a complete disaster 24/7.
No, you're not.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm a disaster.
I'm pretty sure you're just dealing with a lot of the wild things that we keep running into with all the things that come straight out of a storybook, honestly.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, speaking of which, Alviva, did your voice change?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this like a Feywild thing? Do they do that? She looks at Cacophony and she looks at Wen. Do they do that?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. And you also know that she got a little skinnier and her hair is a lot nicer. Feel it.
I do have soft hair. Feel my hair.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel great?
No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's almost like I feel younger. Like,
Did you get gayer?
definitely gayer. Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm
wasn't
so
gonna.
proud.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, my fluttering heart. I'm so proud of you, honey.
Neat.
Men are bad.
Well,
Well, they're okay, I guess. Just not romanceable. Unless you're Jill. Jill, you can have them.
you're just gonna hug all the women in that case.
Probably.
All right, I'll take the scraps.
I mean, I think it's just it's a big old buffet table.
Okay. All right. Whatever the case, your hair looks fabulous now. Jill, you're not complete trash. You just had an embarrassing moment. You're okay.
Okay, let's be clear. My life is a series of embarrassing moments. And it's been getting increasingly embarrassing since we left Stormhaven.
I don't know that that's true.
No, I'm pretty sure that's true.
You have to keep it all in perspective. I mean, I barely know what's going on to begin with since we left, where we came from, and now I know even less, frankly. And, there's a lot going on. I think that even if, in a normal standard of measure, perhaps things would be embarrassing, if you take me and Win or Cacophony into account, and then, our new compatriots, I think that the bar of well-adjusted has been dropping.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that the only reason I don't look like I'm a complete disaster is because if for example, we did have character sheets in front of us, I have a +8 in deception. And I can get advantage on that easily.
Thanks, guys. I needed this.
Well, that's why I brought you hot chocolate. My advice, finish it off, just take a breather, and then come back up when you're ready.
And pretend nothing ever happened. Great.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do. Or I'd awkwardly bring it up just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
Just do what Cacophony would do, and that is...
Oh, no. Don't do what Cacophony would do.
It might actually help. I'd say maybe follow Cacophony's advice, because what she would normally do is, if something were awkward, rather than just spend time fixating on it, which will increase the time you feel bad, go in, declare that it was awkward, and just get it over with, because while it will be embarrassing, at least you won't hate yourself for longer.
You could also just sit on a stump for long enough that they kind of move on.
That's valid. Just do that for about... How long do you humans... No, you're not a human. How long do you type live for?
Azamar?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Human and change?
All right. I guess 50 years might be a bit much for you.
Yeah, a little bit.
I usually go for a month or two.
Oh, okay. Alviva probably knows more than I.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's the problem with both of these things. This ship is only so big and we're stuck on this for about a couple weeks now.
And there's no stumps.
Yeah.
Right, also no stumps.
Haven't seen a proper tree in... I don't know.
Yeah, that was all...
You just
they were
actually
all like
missed a
weird,
bunch
like...
of...
No, they were
Yeah,
like
they were,
fungus trees. They were
mushrooms.
weird.
Yeah. They were kind of cool, though.
Oh.
You missed them.
Oh.
It's okay. You missed me doing incredible things. Cacophony.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fill you in on all that.
Honestly, it probably doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I just will... I'm along for the ride.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just kind of stare at... Well, there's no stars. I'm gonna stare at a cave darkness for a while.
Sounds good. I think I'll go get something to eat. Alviva?
Food sounds good. I don't know if I've been eating or not.
You are thinner. It might be good to eat something.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
And off we go.
Okay, Jill, you are left alone in your more or less hiding spot at the bottom of the hull. Cacophony and Alviva, I assume you're headed towards the galley?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You can enter you enter the galley and you see Finn, who is furiously washing dishes, and you can kind of look over and see that his slate is there, and he wrote a lot.
Oh boy.
And it's very angry, and it's very directed at Max, and he just kind of put it aside afterwards.
When reads it.
It's a lot, and I'm not going to say all of it because I didn't write it down. But the general gist is, how dare you lie to us? How dare you put us in danger? Do you have any idea how terrifying the Vidoni Commonwealth is? Are they after you? Are they going to kill us? Etc., etc., etc. If you try to steal the cutlass from us, I will personally hunt you down and hurt you.
I love him.
What a good little
Wow.
I love him so much.
I love him. She kind of finishes reading that, and then she turns to Finn, and she gently, she waves, and then she casually, she does her slow kind of her slow signing, because she's still learning, of course.
Yeah.
Her slow signing indicating that she, but especially Alviva, were hoping for some food. Alviva maybe hasn't eaten for a while. They don't know.
Yeah, I look very woebegone.
Finn looks very concerned and immediately goes and digs in a crate and pulls out, like, he pulls out a big thing of cheese, a big thing of bread, a big thing of sausage, and immediately starts chopping it all up and putting it on a board for you guys. He is apparently a subscriber that charcuterie fixes everything.
That's true.
Hell
Very
yeah,
true.
adult Lunchables.
Hell yeah. Cacophony presses her hand to her lips and pulls it out. Thank you. And then we'll take the charcuterie board to the wardroom.
Okay.
I'm digging right in. I'm not waiting while we walk. I'm taking pieces off.
It sounds good. Cacophony picks up some cheese and pops it in her mouth while walking.
All right, you find Mr. Hurst and Veli in the wardroom as well.
Oh, hello, says Wynn.
Hi, how's that thing with the secret prince thing going? I told Finn about it and it seemed really mad.
Yeah, he did get really mad. I assume we actually have two princes, I am pretty sure.
No, you don't!
Definitely some sort of secret noble. Maybe not a prince, maybe it's a king, what do I know? And then she looks back to Veli and Mr. Hurst. Anyway, we have some charcuterie here. Do you even eat, Veli?
Veli kind of looks at you and looks at the meat and then looks at you and says, well, I mean, if you die on the boat and decompose, I could probably eat that, but I don't know about that.
Neat. Sits it down and just kind of says, charcuterie for everybody. Anyway, Jill's kind of taking some time to herself. I don't even know where Max went off to. But yeah, the Vidoni Commonwealth wants to murder him. Max, I mean, probably.
That seems kind of weird, right? I mean,
yeah, since he's a prince, I don't really understand why. We'll probably figure that eventually. It's part of a story.
Huh.
We're just kind of taking it as it comes, I think.
It doesn't seem like a very good story.
It might
Says the DM about their own game.
I knew exactly what I was doing, okay?
We'll probably figure it. We'll be able to get better eventually. I mean, every story has a down part.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
You're welcome. I mean, that's when discussing everybody being mad right now.
We love you, Kit. Please don't hurt us.
Where's Lachlan at?
I don't actually know. He heard a bit of the conversation upstairs, and then he kind of went to be by himself a bit, I think.
Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna leave the charcuterie with you and go find Lachlan.
Okay. And then he immediately, reaches over and pulls the board towards him.
Alviva reaches out and stops the board.
Wynn gets up to her feet and starts searching high and low for Lachlan.
Okay. You find Lachlan in the cargo bay.
Okay. Is he ducked behind boxes?
Not so much ducked behind boxes. He's kind of sitting on a crate and staring into space.
Wynn walks up next to him, awkwardly stands there for a moment, and then just puts a hand on his shoulder.
He jumps about a foot in the air.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to frighten you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Do you need anything?
How are you feeling?
Fine. It's fine. It's, a little unexpected. It's, a bit weird. Kind of odd. He didn't tell any of us. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not sure that it's fine, considering you're staring off into space to the point that you didn't notice me. Even though I am Wynn right now, I tend to be known as still very loud.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I didn't sleep a lot last night. It's fine.
Perhaps you are wondering how Jill feels.
I am a little bit I saw her go past me on her way down to that spot on the hull, and I'm a little worried about how she's doing. She seemed really upset.
She was pretty upset because he'd lied. I took her some hot chocolate and a blanket. She's feeling fine. She just needs some time to herself, so everything's okay there.
Okay. That's good.
Would you like some hot chocolate and a blanket?
I think I'll be okay. Yeah. I'll go talk to Finn if I do want, anything.
Okay. We currently have a charcuterie board down in the wardroom as well as company. It might be useful to have company right now if you would like to join us. I promise no more talking about this if you don't want it.
Oh. Okay, then yeah, I'll come and join you.
All right. And she leads the way back down there, and we'll just kind of talk about other things.
Okay.
Holy shit, toolbox, for fuck's sake.
Toolbox is currently pestering Jilliana incredibly.
How did the cat even get down there? We don't know for sure.
He's a cat. He can go anywhere he wants.
Exactly.
Which is exactly where you least want him.
Artie, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, he's staying out of the way. He doesn't do well with all this people being upset.
And repeatedly calling him a prince.
Doesn't like that. Should stop doing that.
So, Jill, while you're sitting down at the bottom of the ship, there's no stars, but the light being produced by the ship kind of glints off of certain parts of the tunnel that have been more polished than others. And the effect's kind of nice to look at.
Okay.
You can also hear some talking and laughing from the wardroom.
Honestly, it's been a lot. It's been a big day today. So she is largely content to just kind of listen to muffled conversation in another room. That's kind of soothing at this point.
So we'll close the curtain on this day. It is 5 days to get back and out into the phlogiston. How does everybody fill that time?
When is going to find Max?
Okay, you give it a night, and then you go and locate Max, who is currently hiding out in the cargo bay where he's set up his sleeping quarters.
Notably, Wynn is going to get some hot chocolate from Finn. And she'll also just grab one of her fancy blankets from her room.
Okay.
Less so, I should note, because he's a prince, and more because, fuck, she's sleeping on anything but fancy blankets.
Did you tell Finn who the cocoa is for?
No, she did not. Deception 8, baby!
All right, you with your cocoa and your blanket, you find Max. He's sort of lying on a hammock in the cargo bay. You don't know where the hammock came from. It's possible he brought it himself.
You'll want to set up for this, she says, and casually offers him the cocoa.
kind of sits up very carefully and then moves off the hammock because drinking on a hammock is hell.
Oh, God, it is.
Sits on a crate and takes the hot chocolate. He seems very cautious. He doesn't take a sip yet because he looks like he's evaluating what might be in this.
And then she shakes out the blanket and casually tosses it over his shoulders. She has very careful soothing motions here.
Just a lot of blanket distribution here.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. What's all this about?
Poison isn't normally my game. She says, gesturing to the cocoa. And then she finds a box to perch on. How are you feeling?
Feeling like I pissed everybody off?
No, I'm not pissed, honestly. So that's a lie.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Artie isn't pissed. I'm pretty sure everybody else on the ship is pissed, but at least you have 2.
That's good to know.
Also, I don't think Alviva cares one way or the other, so make that 3.
Also good to know.
Are you all right?
I don't know.
Still sort of figuring it out.
They tried to kill me.
They did, which is odd.
I don't know what that means.
And even if they're mad, I think everybody on the ship would like to figure that out with you.
I don't know.
The reason they're mad is because they liked you, and you lied to them.
Yeah, well, Finn's also mad for some surprisingly intense reasons.
Yeah, I read the thing. And danger, and we're used to it, whatever. He's very mad for other reasons. I would say that most, however, are more mad but because the Vidoni Commonwealth is very strong, and they're worried, but I also think, in a way, because they feel betrayed about the lie, they're also worried about what's going to happen to you and the crew as a whole.
Yeah, I guess I should kind of talk to everybody.
Yeah, if you want, I can kind of call everyone together so you can just kind of get the worst of it out of the way at once.
That sounds terrifying, but probably what I need to do.
Advice I just gave someone else recently, sometimes the best stuff is to instead let it terrorize you for a while, like you're currently doing. It's best to just get all the awkwardness out of the way, call it what it is, and explain.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should do that.
But we can at least wait until you finish your cocoa.
Right. He finally takes a sip of the cocoa, sips it, looks up at you, goes, I just burned my mouth so fucking badly.
It happens. Would you like some sort of alcohol in that?
Yes, please. Especially if I'm going to be talking to the rest of the crew.
Of course. And she kind of roots around in her hoodie pocket, and then she pulls out what looks to be like some sort of like whipped cream vodka, undoes it, and casually pours some in there.
All right, Max drinks down the rest of the cocoa, and then I guess it is time to have that conversation.
Wynn casually calls everybody to probably the top deck because it has the most room.
Yeah, the wardroom would get really crunchy if everyone got in there.
Yeah. And plus, that way, whoever's driving can be part of this conversation.
Well, whoever's driving can always be part of this conversation, but they just can't say anything.
Yeah, but that way they can say something. So she goes around and gathers everybody, including going below decks as needed and on the ship wherever as needed.
Ah, the resident busybody in her natural element.
Indeed.
Alviva just keeps announcing to people, it's like, I've been here for another 4 hours.
You have been! It's been so long since we've had you here for this long. It's kind of weird.
Can Alviva tell time?
Well, actually, that's a good point. There's no sun.
We gotta get her hooked up with a watch.
There are timekeeping devices on board.
Time is passing. I have a continuous set of memories that goes back to, like, what I did 2 meal times ago.
Good for you, darling.
It's extremely novel.
Just like keep announcing to people what they've done in succession in the intervening period.
Yeah. I also am really reluctant to hold things. Anytime someone tries to hand me something, it's like, maybe not. Put it down.
I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
All right, everyone is swiftly gathered up on the deck. Feel free to have individual reactions to Cacophony telling you to meet up on the deck.
Why?
Max is going to announce that Max is going to talk to everybody, tell us probably why he did what he did, and about the Vidoni Commonwealth coming about him, because he doesn't understand why that happened either.
You know what? How about I stay here and you fill me in later?
How about you come upstairs?
No, I think I should not.
I'm going to insist that you come.
Please don't.
I am.
But I would prefer not to.
That's fine, Bartleby the Scrivener. I don't know if you've read that book back home, but it's true. But you are going to need to. Just face the awkwardness. It's been 24 hours.
What do you think I've been replaying in my head for the last 24 hours?
Exactly that. Remember that whole don't torture yourself for 24 hours thing? Let's go.
Oh, that's...
Cacophony drags you upstairs.
Yes, absolutely, she needs to be drugged. Like, she will be drugged and, like, grumbling like a petulant child until she actually appears top decks, sees Max there, freezes, and just kind of, like, shoves her hands into her pockets and tries to look like a fucking adult.
Wynn is the middle child of, like, 8 siblings. Used to it.
She leans as far away from this whole thing as she possibly can and still hear things.
She just calmly forces Chill into the middle of everything so she can't easily escape.
God, I hate you so much.
I'll sit on the other side or stand so we can make kind of a Juliana sandwich.
Thank you, Alviva. Wynn taps her chest twice with her closed fist, and then shakes her hand towards Alviva in a show of camaraderie.
Alviva looks confused.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, don't you feel like blipping? Like,
she actually hasn't blipped since yesterday.
don't you feel a blip coming on?
I remember the last time I spoke to you, and I think it was actually the last time I spoke to you, like, in time. I don't... Yeah. Like, I had breakfast.
I know, I was there.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Have you felt my hair? It's not even changing. It's still soft. But also my swords feel kind of heavy. Like, more than before. And I don't know.
All right, Arturos, when Cacophony tells you to go up on decks, do you go without a complaint, or...?
Arturos was probably napping. There is nothing to do here. He does not read.
Does not or cannot?
I will not answer that question.
We gotta get this guy some crafts.
Arturos wakes up kind of groggily, and he's there, but he's not there.
We all understand.
Okay, so you are all congregated up on the deck of the ship, and Max is standing in front of you, looking very put on the spot.
Wynn casually stands next to him, so he's not alone, facing everybody.
So it's now Alviva just holding Jill in place.
No biting.
Yeah, I make sure to, like, wrap an arm around so I have a better hold. It's kind of like a clinging situation.
Wynn, when gathering, will ask Mr. Hurst to stand on Jill's other side.
There you go.
Honestly, this is starting, like, Wynn standing next to Max is starting to sound a lot like that bit in Spider-Verse where it's like, he can turn invisible. Can't do that. He can't do it
Sort
on
of.
command.
He can tell the truth.
He can't do it on command.
So, hi. I'm sure all of you have some questions for me, so I guess we'll just get them all out of the way right now.
How about you start?
Finn raises his hand.
What's your question?
Finn raises his hand. And Max goes, yeah, Finn. And then Finn just turns the raising of his hand into a middle finger.
Oh, I love him so much.
Wynn pinches the bridge of her nose, and then she glances to Max and she goes, maybe explain why you hid yourself from being a prince, and if you have any idea of where we should start figuring out the whole Vidoni wanting to kill you thing.
Alright, so... Oh god, I'm gonna have to explain politics. Okay.
Oh, no.
The Vidoni Commonwealth used to be an empire. It's now a constitutional monarchy. The monarch is more or less... They're head of state, but they're more or less a figurehead. It's the parliament that determines everything that the nation does. I thought being a monarch was stupid, so when I was 17, I ran away, and I started traveling on ships. And then one of those ships got attacked by a pirate ship, so I decided to just kind of be a pirate for a bit, and that worked out for me pretty okay.
That's understandable.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why they're trying to kill me. If they are, I don't know what that says about the Commonwealth.
Oh, it's easy. It means someone has taken over and they don't want an official bloodline to stay. Probably any of your family is already dead.
He looks deeply horrified by that.
Artie, I understand that you were trying to be comforting, but that was the exact opposite.
I mean, it's pretty common. Hello, toolbox.
Also, I would just like to note this is the person who keeps denying being nobility. He's definitely a prince or a king.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, questions? Captain raises her hand and Max
Captain?
calls on her. She's like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I like that one.
Are we gonna get hunted down by Vidoni lycanthrope ships? Because I'm not up for that, like, at all. I don't enjoy that idea. Max is like, well, I don't think they managed to report back that I'm here, so I think we're fine.
I did set one's armor on fire, and he looked like the leader.
Yeah, she burned him to a crisp. No one make a coffin in that.
I mean, I wouldn't do that to any of you.
Not on purpose.
Right.
I mean, not on accident either. I can't cast my magic on accident.
So, like, can you turn into a wolf?
Thank you, Alviva. That is a good question.
You see him kind of process that for a couple of seconds. There's a bit of a face
or
journey.
is it that you were a wolf and someone kissed you, and then you
Ooh.
became a man-wolf prince?
Yes, what romance novel would you be in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ignore the romance novel question and deal with the slightly racist question instead. The Vidoni used to be a lot like, and he points at Alviva, they used to look a lot like you, and then we had an emperor named Volcaren, who's like my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. And he decided that he was gonna make super soldiers with lycanthropy, and it jumped to the general population, and we managed to stabilize it, but now all of us look like this, and he gestures to his face.
All right.
Handsome.
Yes. That's exactly what I meant, Artie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just think wolves are cool. I apologize for the accidental racism.
Now I have a question.
Okay.
So we have a sword that starts fights
Uh-huh.
that Dread Pirate Ridian wants.
Yes.
So he wants to start fights, I guess.
Well, I'm not sure.
I think you should just be open with us right now.
Alright, fine. So, the thing with Captain Ridian is that with all of these high captains, the control of their ship is tied to their bloodline. Which means that,
yeah.
theoretically, you can't take control of the high captain's throne by force. They have to declare you their blood heir. Ridian is the son of the previous high captain, but that high captain declared someone else his blood heir, and then that high captain and the blood heir mysteriously died, and Ridian became the high captain.
Ah.
He thinks having Blackjammer's cutlass will legitimize his rule and keep everyone from whispering about the fact that he obviously murdered his way to the captaincy.
Yeah.
Whether he intends to use it, I don't think so. He's not that kind of guy. He doesn't like getting his hands dirty, I guess is the way to say it.
Well, honestly, pirates murdering each other sounds par for the course.
Yeah,
So,
why would a
alright.
bunch of pirates be upset about someone backstabbing their way to be in charge?
I mean, Max hasn't backstabbed anybody to get into charge position.
Yeah,
Well, he's not really a pirate, is he?
I'm gonna be honest with you, because this is the honesty circle, and I feel like I should just put all the cards on the table. I have been sucking up to Ridian because I want him to declare me his blood heir.
Ooh.
Oh, wants to become High Captain. Nice.
Yeah.
You got ambitions.
Yeah.
You want to be like a double prince.
Ooh.
More like a lateral move.
Okay.
I don't want to be a prince.
You can be a double prince?
No,
Artie asks, wanting to become a double prince himself?
That's a lot of words you put in my mouth. I did not consent to this.
But so Rydian doesn't know that you're a secret prince.
I think he suspects. I don't know what he knows, but if he does know, he hasn't said anything about me about the fact that he knows. Wait, I've gone cross-eyed. Hang on.
Yeah, you lost me there.
If he knows, he hasn't told me he knows. I think he might know, though.
Okay, well, if you don't want to be a prince, I don't think you'd have to be. I thought you could just renounce that sort of thing. Especially if there were other siblings. Do you not have other siblings?
I have a younger sister. She was 5 when I left.
Oh, okay.
He did say he was the crown prince.
Yeah. I mean, that could still just be the single one, couldn't it? I don't understand these things. I just blackmail nobles.
Yeah, the monarchy isn't on a great standing with the rest of the government, so it's kind of a hostage situation.
Huh. So we may need to get your sister out of that situation, too.
Well, if somebody is cleaning up loose ends, that indicates that, yeah, the members of my family who are still in the Commonwealth might be very unsafe, and I should probably go check on them sometime very soon.
All right, team! I don't know which is faster, you guys will have to tell me this, but I think we have a little girl to save.
No, it's... I need to go do that by myself. You guys need to take the cutlass back to Rydian, because otherwise he's gonna kill you.
Well, I mean, we can take the cutlass back and also go help you with your sister.
And get paid.
Listen, you are all, no offense, but you are all very loud, and I need to do this very quietly.
I can be quiet. We haven't spent enough time together. I can be quiet. The other ones, less.
Hey, I can be quiet.
Sometimes.
This is
Not
the
on
DM
command.
telling you that this isn't a quest. This is an excuse to get him
fine.
out of the game temporarily.
Fine. All right. Well, in that case...
We've changed our minds.
We've changed our minds. But what we can do is we can go drop this off while you go save her, and then we can have a dramatic drive-by where we pick you up and get her off the place.
Yeah, I'll get in touch with you if I do need your help. Thank you.
All right.
Ow.
How is a good question.
I have ways.
All
He
right.
does have ways.
I don't even know if the post is a thing here.
What is post?
It kind of is. You just give a letter to a ship that's going in that direction and hope for the best.
Oh, all right. I can still start sending letters home. That's good to know.
There aren't, interstellar homing pigeons?
What's a pigeon?
I mean, there are, but they're expensive.
There are? Can I meet one?
If we find one, I'll let you know.
Max,
What?
what's a pigeon?
Okay, so, you know how I explained birds to you that one time?
What even are birds?
So,
We just don't know.
We just don't know.
They're like the fish with wings, but not really fish, because
Yeah,
they stay on
that-
top of the air.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay. Okay. Weird.
Anyway, yeah, I'll fly with you guys back to Providence Bay and get a ship from there and figure some stuff out.
All right. We'll find you afterward.
Thanks.
And in the meanwhile, is there anything we can do to help you before you go? Because everybody is still mad at you, but you know what? I believe we're all good-hearted people at the heart.
Finn flips him the bird again.
Other than Finn.
I was never mad at you, darling.
I don't really know you.
See,
so.
I told you. What did I say? I wasn't mad. Artie wasn't mad, and I don't think Alviva cares.
No.
Juliana just kind of scuffs the floor with her foot.
Actually, I care about that. Say sorry to Juliana for lying.
He turns to Jilliana and goes, Jill, I'm sorry for lying to you for a really long time and giving you a hard time about what exactly my deal was and confusing you because I thought it was funny. And then hitting on the guy you like because I thought it was funny.
What?
Wow.
I knew it!
You don't have to accept the apology or not, Jill. You guys can talk to it privately. Actually, everybody who isn't Jilliana or Max, out of the way, says Busybody. And also, it's Kara currently running the ship.
Kara's
Again.
currently flying.
And Kara, but she'd listen to your conversation no matter where you were, so it doesn't matter. Come
What
on.
about Lachlan? Artie's being pushed. What about Lachlan?
Lachlan, come on! Artie, come on!
Yeah, Captain Bondar kind of takes over that and goes, all right, this is a very expensive meeting, so everybody disperse and get back to your actual jobs.
Is this an expensive meeting? Says Wynn, confused.
Everyone is paid by the day, and we are spending most of the day doing this.
Okay, that's fair. Everybody disperse! Alviva! And she goes to grab Alviva's arm. Artie! And she grabs Artie and then she distracts them now to the wardroom.
I want to know.
We're gonna eavesdrop. We're gonna eavesdrop. We just have to get out first.
Right.
So you guys just head below decks, but slightly, so you can still hear.
Yeah, we're pressing our ears to the door.
Leaving, shit, I forgot my characters' names. Leaving Max and Jilliana on the deck alone together.
Yes,
But
of
what
course.
about Lachlan?
Lachlan looks like he was about to head to one of the ballistas and then thought better of it and headed below decks instead.
Son of a bitch.
You know, you're kind of a piece of shit. You know that?
I'm aware of that, yeah.
Really? Because you thought it was funny?
I mean, he is also really hot. Like, have you seen him?
Yes! Oh, yes! Obviously. Look at him!
You hear a tremendous crashing noise from below decks. And he's got, like, that awkward thing going on, which is, like, so much more attractive than if he were, like, aware of how hot he is.
You know, you don't have to fucking tell me about it. I'm very aware.
Oh, okay, yeah. I do actually like spending time with you. I don't want you to think that that was a bit, or a joke, or a lie, or anything.
She just kind of, like, takes in a deep breath, stares at the floor. Did you ask me to dance because it was just an angle and you were trying to get information, or...
I mean, I was looking for somebody to dance because I wanted to get close to the throne. I picked you because you were really pretty.
What? I see. Okay. That's... Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I kind of freaked out yesterday.
I deserved it. Very much so.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have. Look, I've been in my head a lot the past couple of weeks, and kind of fixating a little, and that all just kind of came out in a big burst. So
I'm sorry for the part I played in that.
okay.
I've been lying to people so long, it's hard for me to stop.
Can I have the full name again?
It's Crown Prince Maximilian Lucius Regulus Volcaran.
I kind of like Max better.
Yeah, so do I. The whole thing, it takes a really long time to say.
You know, you're kind of a piece of shit, but I kind of like spending time with you too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. So, I have no idea what I'm doing at all.
When are they going to kiss?
I heard that, Artie.
Shit.
Will we be able to hear it if they kiss?
No, we won't.
So how will we know?
We'll just have to listen.
Just feel it in your gills.
As Artie says,
They could be kissing right now.
I don't think they are.
They're right there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're literally right there.
Okay, cool.
They know we're here.
Oh, shit.
If I
They're
had a
definitely
piece
not
of
kissing.
paper in front of me
Scattered.
that says all of the things that I can do, one of them would be his keen sense of hearing.
Oh shit, I forgot about his very keen sense of hearing.
He's a wolf man. Of course he has a keen sense of hearing.
So are you guys gonna just hang out there, or?
Yes, we're busybodies, says Quinn.
Right, cool. I'm gonna go back to the cargo bay now, and he heads below decks.
Running into us because that's
Yeah.
what we're all
Do not-
Yeah, they're at the
Do not
only
get out of the
door.
door.
They're at the only door.
Yeah, he just kind of
They
opens the
kinda
door
like-
and it collides with you guys.
Maybe I should go see if I can just take a home shift right now and maybe I'll just go scrub the hall. Maybe I'll just go scrub the hall. I'm gonna go.
Hello, Max. Didn't expect you to walk through that door.
I hate everything.
Max, don't you know how to announce yourself when you go through a door? Yell at door.
Thank you, Artie.
Thanks, Artie. Do they have doors where you're from?
Sometimes.
All right. All right, Kay, for the 5 days to get back out to the phlogiston and the 8 days in the phlogiston, is there anything else anybody wants to do to kill some time?
I mean, I think Alviva gets more or less caught up on things that have been happening.
Yeah. And also, Alviva, these are the books you have to read for reading club.
Right, we probably would have another book club in there somewhere.
Okay, yeah. This one is a Secret Prince book.
Wynn chooses them well.
If anyone wants to read it aloud, Artie will listen.
Wynn will read it aloud to him.
Cool.
Does she do voices?
Of course.
I think Alviva will sit in on those instead of reading it herself.
Yeah, no, Juliana tries and then just sort of like, this is kind of, no, don't want to hear this part out. No, okay, goodbye.
All right, so killing time as necessary. All of you make your way back to Providence Bay. And as you dock, you see that there is actually a little party there waiting for you. Captain Ridian is not among them, but his little, aide-to-camp type dude is there.
His Smee.
Is Chastity there?
Chastity is not there.
Okay, whew. Don't have to dress up.
What was Smee's name again?
You never got a name for Smee, but
Wait.
you would know. It's Mr. Butler.
Mr. Butler.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Wondrous.
Well, Artie would know, so...
Yeah, Artie would know, but would Artie remember?
I mean, he's not really hot, so...
He isn't actually hot. He probably does remember Mr. Butler, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so easy.
It's not the kind of name you forget.
Mr. Butler!
Arturos, welcome back.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Butler.
Now, we're here to escort you to see Captain Ridian, if you don't mind.
Of course.
We should probably actually have the sword.
Yeah. Wynn disappears downstairs to claim it from Finn.
Yeah. And while you're there, Mr. Hurst runs into you in the corridor and says, hi, the captain wants me to go along too.
Probably for the best, Mr. Hurst.
Yeah. So you guys head back above board. Mr. Butler does raise an eyebrow at the fact that you have the sword in a pillowcase, but...
Actually, quick point of order, is Wynn going or is Cacophony going?
Well, since Wynn was the one who made the deal, Wynn is going.
Okay. So the party plus Mr. Hurst heads out.
Keeping it in that pillar case.
Yeah. Max, as you're leaving, Max quickly clasps you on the shoulder, Jill, and says, I'm gonna go while everyone's distracted. Thank you for everything. I'll be in touch.
Stay safe?
I'll do my best. And then
I can't really, like I said, you can take a hit, but try not to.
I'll do my best. That Royal Guard hitting me really, really hard was formative, and I'll try not to repeat that experience.
So, I'll see you again?
Yeah, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
And he disappears into the crowd. So, you guys get escorted to the Providence, where Captain Ridian is waiting for you in his quarters, not out on the throne room. It's very clear he wants this exchange to take place in private.
Yeah.
And Mr. Butler sort of herds all of you into the room, with a little bit of difficulty in Mr. Hurst's case, and then closes the door behind you.
Wait, she totally sent Mr. Hurst so she didn't have to go again.
Yes.
She's really bad at captaining sometime.
Yeah, Captain Ridian actually looks all of you over, kind of looks up at Mr. Hurst and goes, "Oh, I see your captain hasn't come with you this time. That's a shame."
Hello,
Very
Captain.
much looking forward to talking to her again. Hello, Artie.
She trusts us to act in her stead.
Indeed. Hello, sir.
Hello. Do you have what I asked for?
I do.
Do you have the rest of our money?
Indeed.
I do, and he pats a little chest on his desk.
Excellent. I imagine you already know that this is cursed. So
yes, I'm well aware of the curse on Black Jammer's cutlass. It won't be a problem for me.
Indeed. Well, we've put it in this pillowcase for that reason, so here you are.
Okay. And he takes the pillowcase from you and then, like, twitches the top of the pillowcase aside so he can see that hilt that's on it with the very elaborate basket. And he kind of looks at it and turns it over and goes, yes, that would be it.
May I take this chest?
Yes, please do.
And she moves to gently lift it up and then steps back with the rest.
Okay.
Hey, quick question. Now that this is all said and done, do you know whose house that was?
Yes, I do.
It was Pariah's, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It belongs to a, let's call her a woman of independent means. Also possibly a crime lord named Lady La Pluma.
Okay.
You know what? I feel good about this now.
Why does that name sound familiar?
So, we once met this fellow named Grak who stole a transmutation stone for Lady La Pluma.
Let's get into this part later.
You
This
told
is
me
fine.
that story. That's a funny bird.
I did.
Birds are weird. But especially that one.
Yeah. Okay, so that's something that's going to come back and bite us in the ass, probably.
Oh, certainly. That's okay.
It's fine.
I'm sure
Everything's
it's
fine.
fine.
Alviva, you've been here for nearly a week now. I'm very happy.
Thank you. It's pretty exciting. I still don't think I should hold
Anything expensive.
the money.
Maybe,
I'll hold it in my arms.
maybe let's have this conversation out of this ship.
Yep, you're right, Jill. Anyway, Captain Ridian, it was excellent to meet you. We are going to leave now.
Thank you for the money.
Thank
you for the money.
Goodbye.
And he gives you a little like 5-finger wave as you head out. The way you'd wave to a child.
Ugh.
Wynn actually wiggles her fingers back like she's doing like a jazz wave, and then turns to kind of awkwardly head out.
Okay.
Hey, Captain, what's my next assignment?
Your next assignment is to go with them and never come back.
What?
Beg pardon?
Thanks to your great work, I'm also gifting you with Artie. You can have him.
What?
Congratulations. It's a fish.
Oh. Oh, no.
I always wanted a fish.
Welcome to the ship, Artie! Let's go.
Wait, my stuff!
I'll have it sent to the Kestrel.
At least I won't lose it this time.
Let's go.
How did we
I
get...
don't want to awkwardly walk into Chastity.
Yeah,
Let's
Juliana's
go.
been keeping an eye out for Chastity.
And as you exit the Providence, you can see her near the stern of the ship cleaning some stuff.
Wynn looks vaguely dopey-eyed, but then tries to focus
Bye,
forward.
Chastity!
Oh, are you leaving, Artie?
They kicked me out!
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye!
Gives you a little wave.
He waves back.
Juliana's just kind of gonna go wander up to Chastity. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I don't know if you remember, but we've been briefly introduced.
Yes, you were at the party, weren't you?
Yes, with Cacophony.
Yes. Oh, that was a very good night.
Yeah?
If you see her, please give her my best.
Mm-hmm. So
Wynn is heading back to the ship.
yeah, no, I figured.
Alfie was just staying to watch. This seems interesting.
Artie already said goodbye. He's also going to the ship.
So point of order. Look, I'm not particularly good at feelings. I'm just gonna briefly just sort of get it out of my system. Would just between us gals, would you actually want to see her again, or I just want to gauge this as her friend to sort of see exactly what direction I should push her in, because she's been doing a lot of pushing to me, and I'd like to return the favor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm.
Honestly, if she wanted to spend another night with me, I would not mind at all.
Mhm.
That said, working here, I can't really do relationships right now.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I just kind of wanted to test the waters because she's not going to.
Okay, you're a good friend. Thank you.
She's just relationships are kind of complicated for her too. So, I just want to, yeah. Okay, but if she feels like another, kind of a, if she's got a free night, I'll see what I can do.
It's great to hear. You take care now.
Yeah, no. Please try not to kill us at some point.
We will do our best.
Anyway, bye.
You leave. Yeah, you and Alviva quickly catch up to Artie and Cacophony, or Jolwyn in this case, and Mr. Hurst.
So, have you ever asked what was going on to the spicy tuba, Artie?
No, they told me not to.
Yeah, see, we were told not to, but we asked anyway. It's amazing.
Yeah, do we see, do we pass the spicy tuba on our way, or?
You pass where the spicy tuba used to be.
Yeah, how's that neighborhood doing?
The entire neighborhood is a bit scorched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't believe I missed the spicy tuba thing.
It was so good. We need a new brunch spot, actually.
As you guys are talking, though, you notice that Alviva's ring is starting to spark a little bit. More than it has in the past when she pops out.
No, it's been a week.
We've enjoyed having Alviva around.
Oh, that reminds me. You set us up for a favor.
Oh, yes. They said they'd contact us, and they haven't, so I think we're okay.
Also, and just as she says, I think we're okay, the ring flashes, there's an incredibly bright light.
Shit.
And when it fades, all 5 of you are not standing where you had been in Providence Bay. JEMJAMMER is performed by Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Vicky Sharon, and it is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs were concepted by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art was illustrated by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm Audio Works. You can find more episodes of this show, as well as our other shows and news at our website, crookedrussiancam.horse. You can find us on Twitter at CRC Podcasts and on Tumblr at crookedrussiancam.tumblr.com. If you want to support us, a like, rating, review, subscribe wherever you find our podcast is super helpful and helps us get discovered. And if you want to give us some money, you can do that at patreon.com/thejemjam or kofi.com/crookedrussiancam. When you did that pause after "it's been," my brain filled in 1 week since you looked at me.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. Mackenzie, next while with no lights on. We're on the maze on. But the smoking man's on this
Kit,
one.
I'm blaming you for this one.
Sam Tantric.
This is
guaranteed
your
to satisfy.
fault.
Like you're sorry making mad films. I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a
Mackenzie.
samurai.
It's like Monty Python at a normal D&D game.